guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video I am doing a get ready with me type video where I'm just going to do a makeup look for you guys. I'm going out tonight and I didn't know what to do, so I just kind of winged it and went for kind of like a matte brown smoky eye. I used the MakeupGeek in the Nude palette, which I have used in my fall makeup tutorial. If you haven't seen it, you can check it out here, or after this video you can check it out. I'll link it in the description bar as well. I used this palette for that as well, and I just really like it. It's really versatile. Like, as you can see, like there's all these beautiful just neutral colors. There's a couple shimmers in there and everything else is nice and matte. And I love the MakeupGeek shadows because they are so pigmented and like just so easy to blend out. And I don't know, I just really like them because of that. They're just so easy to work with. Like, oh, amazing. I know you guys probably are like, what the heck, she changed her hair again. And yeah, you guys know, if you're longtime followers of my channel, that I'm always changing up my hair in some way, shape, or form. So I got some fringy bangs. It's very 70s. I did get inspiration from Selena Gomez, which I will post a picture right here. She actually had this hairstyle and I loved it. And I kept searching her with that hairstyle, that like with waves, with straight hair, and I just really liked both looks. And I was like, this is awesome, because I've had bangs before. I haven't had them in years, which if you're longtime subscribers, you know I did have bangs. And so it's been a while and I just kind of miss them, and I was like, they're kind of fun and they're funky and they just add like an edge to your look. So I was just like, I'm gonna go for it. So yeah, I changed my hair. So let me know in the comments what you guys think I should do with my hair next, like in the future. And yeah, so this is just my look that I'm just sharing with you guys today. All the products that I used in today's video will be in the description bar as usual. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe right now before the tutorial starts, so you can get notifications when I post new videos just like this one. That's pretty much all I have to say, so let's just get right into the video.
So the first thing I'm using is a primer. This is the Mercier Blemish-Less foundation primer, and I'm applying it with this oval brush from Moda brushes. And I like to do this especially lately, just because I like to avoid any breakouts, so I don't really like to touch my face with my fingers. Next, I'm using my Mercier Flawless Fusion foundation. It's a very long wearing foundation. I like to combine two shades to create my perfect match. One is in the shade Macadamia and the other is in the shade Dusk. I will leave the exact shade names in the description bar. Now I'm just applying a little bit of the Smashbox primer water over the top before I blend out with my Moda oval brush, and that is because I really want to allow the foundation to blend very smoothly, and I also want it to just help refresh my makeup and my skin. So I just like to do that. I mean, it's a little bit of an extra step, but if you want to do that, you definitely can. And I just find that it helps me blend out my foundation without me having to really go in and blend super heavily. So anyway, I'm doing that, blending out everywhere. And because you guys saw I do have bangs, I am focusing on the forehead and everything just to kind of give you guys the full effect. But when you have bangs, you really don't need to technically focus on totally blending out the forehead. I'm doing the same thing when I contour. I'm using the MasterContour stick from Maybelline. I'm using the contour side, and I'm just going to obviously contour the hollows of my cheeks, or create the illusion of hollows, because I do have round cheeks. So I'm doing that, and then I'm also applying it on the forehead. Again, when you have bangs, you don't really need to do this, but I am doing it because I wanted to show you guys the whole look. So now I'm using another one of the oval brushes from Moda brushes, and it's a smaller one. It's a contour brush, and I'm using this for the first time. It was a little difficult to use, I'm not gonna lie, and I have to kind of get used to blending with a kind of brush like this. I'm not used to contouring with a brush like this, but overall, at the end of it, it really did turn out to be pretty decent. It did a decent job at blending out the cream contour. Again, it probably could be a combination of the brush I was using as well as the product, the Maybelline MasterContour stick. I mean, it's not the greatest contour stick ever, but it does the job, and I hadn't used it in a while, so I just decided to use it today. So it really just depends. It's going to take some more playing around with both products or with different products to see if this brush is truly good at blending out a contour. Now I'm taking this pointer brush, and this one is perfect for blending out and applying a nose contour. So this is the first time I use this brush as well. I'm going back in with the contour brush that I used and blending that out. Next, I'm using my tried and true Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Medium Honey, and I'm applying that to all the areas that I want to create a highlight effect. Now I'm using a smaller contour brush, and this one is great for blending out concealer under the eyes, and so I'm using that. I'm blending out the concealer. I also like to apply the concealer on my eyelids as well because this creates a base for my eyeshadow. So that's a cool tip as well. You don't need to waste your money on eyeshadow primers. You can just use your concealer. Here I'm just using my Beauty Blender sponge. I did dampen it, and I'm just using it to really get the concealer in there and make sure that it's smooth and flawless. Now I am using my Hourglass highlighter sponge, and I like to use it dry to apply my Laura Mercier translucent powder underneath the eyes, over the bridge of my nose, my chin, and my forehead. Now I'm going to use the Becca Soft Light Blurring Setting Powder. I use the shade Golden Hour, and I'm just going to apply that to the top of that Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I'm just doing this for an extra smooth looking finish. It really does leave a nice natural finish, helps to smooth the skin, and it's a really nice product because it does have light reflectors in it as well. Now going in with my Bare Minerals BarePro Contour Trio. This has been my favorite as of late. I'm using the shader contour shade, and I'm going over that cream contour to set it and continue to blend it. The blending process is always really long, so I like to kind of try to edit this video so that you guys aren't bored out of your minds watching me blend. So basically I'm just doing that, and then I'm going to use the blender shade from the palette, and I'm going to use that over the top of the shader shade, and this is just going to help to blend out the contour even more and make it look a lot smoother, a lot more natural kind of, and it just really gives a nice soft effect to the contour. So let's face it, sometimes our contour doesn't come out as perfect as we would like it to. So just for a little added help, I'm adding the Laura Mercier translucent powder onto the bottom part of the contour, and I'm just going to let that set before I blend it out, and I'm going to move on to the brows. So I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade in the shade Medium Brown, and I'm just outlining the top and then the bottom of my brows, and then I'm just going in with that brush and just kind of brushing it through the brows to create a natural look, but still make the brows look presentable, make them look, you know, like they're there and they're bold. Now using my Lancome brow styler, I'm using the shade, I believe this is the shade Dark Brown. I will let you guys know in the description bar. I'm focusing in on the front part of the brow just to give it more of a natural look. But this gel is so great to hold your brows in place. Like, your brows will not move and they will not droop at all. Like, I'm a huge fan of this brow styler. Now using the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick Eye Color in the shade Caramel. It's so pretty. This is a matte eye color, and I'm using that as the lid color for my eyeshadow. This is going to be the lid base color, and we're going to apply a actual powder eyeshadow over it in a little bit. But I'm just putting that on the eye, and then I'm going to be blending it out with a fluffy shader brush. Alright, so we're going in with the shade Tan Lines from the MakeupGeek Cosmetics in the Nude palette, and I'm applying that with a small blending brush into the crease area, and this is really just me applying the color, intensifying it slowly, and blending away. And I could literally put probably 20 minutes of blending footage in this video, but I'm just going to try to show you guys the gist of what I do, and then just multiply that by like 20 minutes because that's basically the amount of time I take to blend my eyeshadow. Now using the shade Cabin Fever, I'm going to use the same blending brush that we used for that starter crease shade, and I'm applying that, focusing on the outer V area, and then just using the blending brush. You don't really need to put any Scotch tape on your eyes to create a really nice shape to your eyeshadow. You just have to know how to blend and how to focus that brush in and create a shape that you like. So it's just really going in with a light hand and then intensifying the color slowly, and you'll end up getting the look and shape that you want for your eyeshadow, as you can see here. So basically I'm doing this, and this is, you know, another tedious blending task, but you guys know how it is when you want your eyeshadow to be blended. You need to take your time with it, so let me just go ahead and fast forward this. Now I'm just really quickly going to take a dome-shaped brush, and I'm going to use that to blend out the translucent powder that we have baking on our face. You can actually leave it on for longer if you want to. It's totally your preference, but I just wanted to go ahead and blend it out so that it can be easier for me to do my lower lash line and continue with the eyeshadow look. Now I'm using the shade Buffed for my lid color. Now I'm using the shade Rapunzel from the palette, and I'm applying that to my brow bone for a highlight. Once I've applied the brow bone highlight, I'm just going to use my crease brush to go ahead and create a nice transition from the crease to the brow bone highlight. Now using the Laura Mercier Caviar stick in the shade Cocoa, I am going to apply that to the lower lash line, and then I am going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to use that to blend out that color. Now using the shade Dark Roast from the palette, I'm going to apply that into the crease, again focusing on the outer V area, and this you can intensify to your personal liking. If you want it darker and more sultry, you can continue to slowly add more of the color. These colors are very pigmented, so I like to start off with just a little bit on my brush and just slowly intensify. Now taking the MAC Cosmetics blush in Desert Rose, I'm going to apply that to my cheeks for just a bit of a matte rosy flush. Now, as you can see, I am so excited about this product. I just got it. It's from Becca Cosmetics. It's their new Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Gradient Glow. It has, let's see, I believe it has 5 different shades, and I like to blend them all together. You can use them separately if you want with a smaller brush to grab each separate shade, but I like to blend them as you saw, and I like to use a highlighter brush and apply that to my cheekbones, and it leaves this beautiful golden bronzy finish on the skin. I feel like this goes really well with my skin tone. I'm not sure if this is a versatile kind of skin perfector, but honestly it's so beautiful. It's like, how can you not have this in your makeup collection? It's so pretty. So this is the finished result. I'm so excited about it. I'm also applying it to the bridge of my nose because, you know, your girl likes to be lit from cheekbones to bridges to Cupid's bows. Love it. So after that, as you saw, I applied my Smashbox primer water, and I like to do that, and while it's drying I'll apply a little bit more highlight. This is a really good way of intensifying your highlight without actually applying any product to your brush. It really helps to create a really nice, smooth, intense highlight look. So now for mascara, I'm using a thinner mascara brush to apply some mascara to my lower lash line. This mascara is from Clinique. It's their Flutter to Full mascara, and I find it's really great for the lower lashes. And then for the top lashes, I'm using my favorite mascara of the moment, which is the Almay One Coat Mega Volume Mascara. And I really like this because when I use this mascara, I don't need to use any false lashes. I did do a demo and review on this mascara, so if you want, you can click the link right here and check that out. Or if you want to check it out after you watch this video, it will be in the description bar for you guys. Now using my Rimmel London Stay Matte Liquid Lip Color. It is a matte liquid lipstick, by the way, in the shade Be My Baby, and it is a perfect nude color. It is so pretty. It has a slight hint of pink, As you can tell, it's almost like a peachy nude. And I really love the formulation of these liquid lipsticks. Like, honestly, they're probably my favorite liquid lipsticks. They've been my favorite since, I don't know, the beginning of the summer, like early June, and I'm still obsessed. And so I'm applying that to my lips as my lip color, adding a little more highlight to the Cupid's bow, and bam! Also, you could add some more highlight if you want to highlight to the heavens and above. Add some more highlight into your inner corner, girl. Don't be scared. I just use my shader brush and just pop a little bit in there, and then the look is complete.
This is the finished look, obviously. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up on this video to let me know you liked it. And yeah, I will see you guys again very soon in my next video. Bye!